नमस्ते दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका अभी की लिमिटलेस दुनिया में. So I'm gonna make this video in English. So because I have already covered this topic in another video, which is how to get a UK visitor's visa from Germany if you are an Indian passport holder or from any other country. Okay, so if you're holding some other passport and you still need a visa for UK, there are some basic requirements which you have to fulfill. Now, I've already made a video on that, but it's in Hindi language and you can see in the icon above. And now I'm making this video in English because I got a lot of questions from people from different parts of India who don't speak Hindi and from other countries as well. So of course they don't speak Hindi. So I thought, okay, I'll make this video in English. So the first question which I got was how exactly I have to apply the visa for UK from Germany. And if I'm living in Germany and I don't have a German passport and I have some other passport or other nationality which requires a visa, visitor's visa for UK. So how exactly we have to do? So we cannot do it in the embassy of United Kingdom. We have a third party firm which is TLScontact. So as you can see on the screen, you can simply go to the TLScontact information and you can choose English, Deutsch, French and also Urdu as well, and you can see here German visa application centers and you can choose from where you are applying. Okay, so in this case we are applying from Germany. Now this was the first question. So like I said, TLScontact is your place where you will be able to apply the visa for UK. Now the second thing was which type of documents we would need. So if you go to this TLScontact, you will be sent to a link and here you can fill up all the steps. So you can see here, so first is your information, your name and everything and your nationality. Then the application form which you have to fill. The third part is documents. So you can see then declaration, pay and then further action. So in documents, we have two sections, mandatory documents. So these are the documents which you cannot forget. So this is just passport or travel document. That's it. That's it. So when you're asking about do I have to translate my bank documents to English if it's in German and this and that, guys, those are just other documents. So you can see you can also send these documents to help support your application, which is evidence of funds. This is just to make your application much stronger. It is not mandatory. So again, it is not mandatory, but if you would like to give this, of course you can give this. Like I said, if you don't have any other visa, if you have not traveled, so your application becomes less powerful. I had a lot of visas on my passport. So I had a lot of stamps on my passport. So that gives them confidence that this guy has been traveling a lot. So he or she knows that, okay, how much time I have to stay and I won't be like crossing over my visa date. So you get a limited time of visa, and you should not be staying over your visa time. So they know that, okay, this guy know how to follow all the legalities. Okay, that's why these documents will just make your application much more powerful. And it is, of course, I recommended that you should do, but it is not mandatory. Okay, so still if you want to show your financial reports, then you can just simply give all the financial bank statements. That's it. Doesn't matter if it's in Deutsch, and even if it's in German, you can print out and they will just see the numbers. So the final balance they will see. That's it. That's all. Okay, so you don't have to worry about anything else. You don't need to translate all your transactions. And of course, I had one more question, that there are some people who have been funded by their parents. Okay, so they don't have money in their accounts and they are, let's say they are getting money in a lump sum amount from their parents or from anyone who supports them. And is this applicable? So can they take out this statement, or can they show the statement of their parents from their country where their parents are living and show that their parents are supporting him or her? No, that's not possible. You have to show your balance, your bank statement, because you are going to that particular country, which is UK in this case, and you are going to use this particular bank statement or this particular bank to stay there, to use the funds from this particular bank for your expenses in UK. So only this particular bank statement where your funds are, which you will be using in UK, will be considered. Okay, so I hope this question is clear. Now the second thing, like I said, declaration and then pay. Payment, everybody asks me. So for the payment section, many people ask me as well, what is and how it is going to be happening and this and that. So you can see now in the payment section, there's a really important thing which I have not covered in my last video as well. There are two options. You can choose the length of your visa, 6 months or 2 years. Okay, so 6 months of course will be cheaper and 2 years will be more expensive. And then last but not the least, what are the services and what are the payments which you would have to pay if you choose these particular services. So you can choose appointment assisted services, which is 34 euros. Express courier return, so this I would definitely recommend. So there are 3 cities where you can get their TLScontact, and if you're coming from some further city, you definitely don't want to waste money on like coming again to collect your visa and then going back to your hometown. Okay, so this I will recommend, that express courier return. Choose this. Is just 20 euros. Probably your ticket costs more than 20 euros. Okay, now there is Deutschland ticket which costs around 49 euros, so you can travel in that, but of course it's also time. Okay, so if you don't have the Deutschland ticket and you don't use Deutschland ticket, I don't know, which doesn't make sense if you're traveling by train, but still, due to some reason, if this discontinues also, then yeah, you can use express courier return. For me, 20 euros, paying 20 euros for courier return is much more cost effective. Even if the city where I got my TLScontact is just 2.5 hours away, it's 4 or 5 hours coming and going, and time is more valuable for me. So I chose 20 euros. Okay. Now you can also choose express courier return, which is in the Belgrade region, and then upgrade to assisted scanning and settlement program priority. This you don't need. And prime time appointment, if you are really in a hurry, then you can choose your prime time appointment or the time which you really would like to go there, and you don't have to wait or something. So yeah, and then flexi appointment if you're really not particular and if you're really not confident about that particular date when you're going there. So you can see these are the services which you can get, and the total price with these services, let's say if you choose one of these services, it would be around 300 to 400 euros. Okay, so yes, it is a bit expensive, but that's the cost which you have to pay to get into UK. Okay, so yeah, that's it guys, that's all for this video. I hope you guys now got all the information for how to get visa for UK from Germany. And if you guys still have any questions, then please do let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section down below and I will definitely make a video and answer all your questions. You can also find me on Instagram, you can see in the description, and yeah, follow for more. I'll see you in the next one.